mom is here with him, Kathy. Kathy, would you please stand? How many of you go to the Torrey Pines Christmas tournament when it's played over here, when they have that high school tournament over here? Some of you go. Some of you go. Do any of you remember when Tim played as a junior at the Torrey Pines tournament? I think it was about 1985. When he played at the Torrey Pines tournament. His junior year, and they had teams from all over the United States of America. They won the championship. He was MVP of the tournament and was a guy that everybody in America said, who is this guy? We better get involved with him. I'm one of those guys. I knew his dad, Lonnie Shelton, when he played professionally in the NBA. I'll never forget, I'm driving home, and that was, I think then you could have cell phones to your ears. Now you can't. And I got my first conversation with him. I called Angie and I said, you're not going to believe who I just talked to. I said, I just talked to the most mature, amazing junior in high school that I've talked to in all my years. Most of the time, we carry on the conversation and it goes, they give 2 or 3 word answers and then you say, what can I say next? This guy engaged in conversation that was more than just basketball, and I told Dutch, I said, Dutch, we got to get him, we got to get him, and we got him. And you know the what happened sometimes. He tore his ACL as a senior in high school. That four major knee operations, 2 ACLs, a microfracture surgery, and several more that. The doctors call, quote, minor when they cut your knee open, compared to those. He lost the athleticism that he had as a young high school player. He knew it. We knew it. Everybody knew it. But he never, ever lost his competitiveness, his winning spirit, his willingness to do anything and everything. True leader. I know you saw the rap song they had on the scoreboard. He approached me. He said, would you consider, I thought we talked about it, would you consider being in it, doing something? And I went home and I thought about it, and I thought about it. This was before the season. And not that I didn't think we would have a good season, but I said to Angie, what if? What if we're looking at a 500 season? I'm some knucklehead coach who's on the Tim Shelton rap song. I graciously declined. And now you know what? I wish I had done it. I think all they were going to do is have me do something stupid, like they turn out the lights or turn on the lights or do something. Tim is someone that you love to be around. He's got an infectious smile. And I started a staff this year at San Diego State. There should be an NCAA national staff that everybody keeps on their chart. And that's charges taken. He set a career record. We didn't keep him till this year, but I know it's a career record. 36 charges taken this year. He took 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 against Arizona at Arizona. He had those Arizona Wildcats pulling their hair out. Every time they drive in, Tim would jump in front of them and take a charge. He took 6 charges against Arizona State. He also was in grad school. And Tim has goals and aspirations, and we're hopeful that we'll keep him around next year to finish his master's degree and have you watch him continue to help on a different front, maybe with a coat and tie on, his San Diego State Aztecs. Been a great, great role model, representative for 5 years for the Aztecs, Mr. Tim Shelton.
Coach mentioned my dad. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here tonight, but he wanted me to read something on his behalf. He wanted to make sure you guys appreciate, that. Not just read it. This is from my dad. He left a voicemail, and I wrote it down for him, and I promised him that I would read it to you guys today. So, to the 2012 Aztec basketball team and staff, congrats on a fantastic season. Tim Shelton is my son, of whom I could not be more proud. Tim, like most of you, came to college to play basketball and get his education. He was a high school star with a world of potential, but his career didn't quite go the way we pictured it would go. 2 microfracture surgeries in a world of pain and disappointment, more than I believe most players could have dealt with. He dealt with much more than we will ever know. The rehab, the therapy, the thought of not being what he used to be. It hurt me to see my son go through all these things, but when I got to see him play, he was excited, he was cheering his teammates, and he was playing with all that he had. He made me so very proud of the attitude he brought to the court. While you can see, I'm so proud of my son. I can talk about him all night long. Coach Fisher, I want to thank you for the care and love that you've handled and managed him to injuries, practice, and playing time. Thank you to the assistants, doctors, and trainers, Lonnie Shelton. All right, so we've been here for a little while now, and I'm the last speaker, so I wrote something today. Initially, I didn't think I was going to write anything. I thought I would just kind of come up here and say it from the heart. It's written from the heart, but as I was writing down my dad's, what he was saying, I just kept writing. And I just wanted to share this with you guys, and this will be the first and last time I do this, so here it goes. I have a box in the back corner of my closet. I've gradually been collecting little things that are going to allow me to really remember my collegiate experience, and I don't know why I started doing it, but maybe my kids will want to know one day. I have a few pieces of nets. I have rings, camp shirts, newspaper articles, pictures, stories from the koala, a DVD with the Aztec motto on it, a general correspondence piece, NIT watches, team posters, and even footage from my first Dundee run, which is when the students all celebrate the last day of class by running across the campus in their underwear. I didn't run though. I was actually in crutches, watching. Feeling like I was there but missing out, and it's weird because I found myself having that feeling quite a bit in college. I've been sidelined a lot, watching and being a part of things, but not at the same time. The game is much bigger than me and my personal feelings in moments where the team needs to come together to accomplish something, so it's been easy to be happy for my family of red, black, and white jerseys. But this year was different for me. In paying respects to last year's team, we are not them. You see, we were too small. We couldn't match up. We didn't know how replacing DJ Gay or Kawhi Leonard would go. Wondering if Chase could transition into a star, if I would even play 25% of the season, and some even said we'd be lucky to be a 500 team. This was supposed to be a rebuilding year. Well, guess what? Turns out we won another league championship. We went back to the NCAA tournament, got another ring, are hanging another banner, X is clutch, Chase can't be stopped. I'm an amazing rapper. James is a lockdown defender and flame. But Bradford is still skinny, but he's better. Let me finish. He's a lot better. Deshaun has athleticism and intelligence, which is scary. Eric Gordon cannot score on Garrett Green ever. We have the best managers and walk-ons we've had ever on and off the court. Oh, and Jamal Franklin is league MVP and an All-American. So, if this is a rebuilding year, I'll take it. And you're allowed to clap for that. You see, we are led. We're led by a group of outstanding minds, geniuses, legends, and up-and-comers in the coaching world. It's a game. But when a game causes you to lose sleep, go brain dead, and take time away from your family, it's much more than that. There isn't an amount of money that would do justice to the time, effort, emotion, passion, and love put into this team by our coaching staff. We have, and I'm not just saying this, the best coaches and staff in America. You want to know the other team's plays? Give them a few hours. Personnel, maybe 30 minutes. If you're just having a bad day, give them a call. But then be ready for practice because it's time to get better. It's a tough love, but it's real, it's genuine, and for this, I would like to say thank you. So, can our coaches, including Dave and Matt, please stand? Ladies and gentlemen, please put around the crowd. Please put the round up for Matt Coach, Tony Graham, David Velasco, and Matt Coach. Can Tom Aldenar please stand? best friend this year. He's our head athletic trainer. His resume as a Hall of Fame NBA trainer, Olympic champion, more than show in his work ethic and quality as a person. Personally, I didn't know it at the time, but when Tom got hired at SDSU, it was the best possible thing that could have happened for me. He pushed me, but he also pulled me. And I would have not been able to make it through the season without you, Tom. You're an absolute professional, and you've been a pleasure to work with on and off the court. On behalf of my family, I would just like to thank you very much. And you see you later. Round of applause for Tom. I've never once been made to feel like I didn't matter to this team, not by my teammates, coaches, staffs, or trainers, but up until this year, I can honestly tell you that winning didn't personally mean as much to me. Don't get me wrong, I have pride in what we've done and pride in the expectations others have placed on us, but for some reason, when I look back at what we've done this year, I feel like it's ours and no one can take it from us. Maybe it was the threads on Aztec Talk, people hitting the panic button, teammates from past years saying Arizona was going to smack us, numerous articles, preseason polls, who knows? But we refuse to believe it. For the first time in my 12 years here, I feel like I did something pretty good. I started as a freshman, I got hurt. I sat out, never been the same, but living in the past is not my thing. And I've never been the type of person who wanted someone to make excuses for me. Looking back at my time here, I would not change a thing. I cherish every memory, what I've learned from the whole experience, the pain, how it made me feel, fighting through and finishing, graduating, the support I had from the Aztec community, and all that starting in the locker room. I love this team. I love what we stand for. I love our passion, our work ethic, intelligence, consistency, our camaraderie, and the focus towards the game. The beauty of it is that we have 3 seniors, Garrett, Alex, and I. Thank you all. Thanks to the show, my mom and dad, my uncle and aunt Gigi and Curtis, who never missed a home game. Thanks to everyone that said a prayer for my knees. Thanks, coaches, and most importantly, my teammates. They said I was a leader, but I was led and inspired by you all. I'm proud of you guys. You guys are going to kill it next year. In closing,
Black, red, I believe that we never